Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well and I hope you had a lovely Christmas. And in today's video we're doing something new. I've never done anything like this on the channel before, but today we are going to be upcycling these two grubby, stained, basically ruined football shirts and then turning them into something brand spanking new and unique by tie-dyeing them. So yeah, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I tie-dye them, what they look like and how you can do it yourself. And I think these have improved vastly. But yeah, let's get straight into today's video, and yeah, can't wait to show you guys the results. They're pretty good. So if you guys are new around here, a subscribe to the channel would be absolutely marvelous. A lot of you watch the videos but you aren't subscribed yet. I can see it in the analytics, but that would be it would mean a lot to me if you guys could subscribe. Also like the video and comment down below if you liked the results of this and if you do this yourself. I've also excitingly got this for Christmas. Well, this won't improve the channel. It might improve my mental health, but not the channel. But I got this for Christmas. It's a 4K camera on the go. I can start filming myself at football games and football tours and stuff a lot more better. So if you do like matchday vlogs, stick around on the channel. I'm hoping to do a lot more in the new year because I go to quite a few football matches hit in Eastleigh, Arsenal, everyone. Well, as an Arsenal fan, obviously, I go to Arsenal games. But I'm going to start filming some stuff. So if you like matchday vlogs, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss those out. But yeah, let's get back into the crux of the actual video today, and that is the shirts. So to add some context, I filmed this back in July, so I would recommend doing this in summer because the sun outside is helpful for this, especially during the drying process. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get around to this. Oh fuck. I've been busy, I've had a lot of other ideas come up, but finally I'm getting around to actually in December talking about something I filmed in July. But yeah, so as you can see on screen, these are pictures of the photos of the shirts before we are tie-dyeing two England shirts. The problem with older white shirts in general really is they tend to get stained. These have got stains all over, they're completely faded. In the current state, they're not worth much whatsoever. They're not in a pretty state at all. So I thought instead of just either getting rid of them or selling them for like £5–10, I would try and upcycle them, use my artistic knowledge. I have a master's. Yeah, I have a master's and a first-class honours degree in illustration.
That's why it's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Thanks very much. But we are going to be upcycling these shirts and turning them into something much nicer and actually looks nice. But yeah, let's get into some tie-dyeing, shall we? I hope you guys are excited as much as I am. So the first step with any good tie-dyeing experiences, you're going to need some dye. And bottles, obviously, you need to put them on there. So you can either go out and buy actual tie-dyeing kits. You can get one on Amazon, as you can see up here, or paint from like, I don't know, any arts and crafting, like the range in the UK if you're here, and you can use those. Or you can do what I did, look up a guide. You can use acrylic paint, which I have plenty of because I do a lot of artwork. I have plenty of other paints and stuff, so there is methods of doing it. I've used acrylic paint with water in here. I've used a guide online how to use that instead of using a tie-dye. I'll try and put it up on screen now. There's plenty of places online that tell you how to tie-dye with paints, but as you can see, I've put the paint in these bottles, which is the most important step. I would recommend getting ones with a sport cap like that because it makes it a lot easier, or just drill a hole in a nice tea bowl like I did. But that's the first step you need to do. You need to do the paint, and to do this I used like a little bit of acrylic paint in the bottom and then filled the rest up with water and gave it a good shake. Obviously the thicker it is, the more paint you use, the darker it's going to be, and the thinner, the lighter it's going to be. So it's kind of up to you, but I would follow the guide if you've never done this before, or just buy a tie-dye kit. I was just lazy and used the acrylic paint I already had, and I kind of like the effect it's done. So yeah, that's the first step. So the second step is obviously to find a shirt you want to tie-dye. I'd recommend using a shirt that's pretty grubby like mine. You can use a brand new shirt, but just be warned it might decrease the value of the shirt if you're planning on selling it. I'm hoping this would increase the value because I'm improving the shirt, but find a shirt. This works on any regular t-shirt as well as football shirts. We're a football shirt channel here. I've done more football shirts. I'm upcycling the football shirt, so I chose a football shirt. So after you've chosen the fabric you want to use, you'll need to lay down some stuff on the floor so you don't accidentally dye your rented apartment and then get evicted like me. You want to put down, what I did was put down some old newspaper, and I put down some cling film as well. I don't know what Americans call cling film, I can't remember. I know they don't call it cling film anyway, but I put that down just for extra protection on the floor. Lay out the shirt, see which areas of paint you want to, and then fold it up to your liking. So the way you fold up the shirt, you want some elastic bands or hair ties or anything like that, because the way the effect is created is through the folding and the way you roll it up. So you can kind of pick and choose what shape you want the tie-dye to be, or if you want it random, just scrunch it. I wouldn't recommend just fully scrunching it because sometimes the paint doesn't apply properly, but you want to fold it up in a nice pattern and then tie it up with some elastic bands. Obviously you can get elastic bands at any shop. I don't know, if you need advice on where to get elastic bands, you've probably never left the house before. But after that, you want to lay it out, put it in the bowl and lay it down onto the newspaper and the cling film you've just put on the floor, and then spritz away with your bottles. Spritz, spritz, spritz. Make sure, if you want the full coverage of the shirt, make sure you keep rotating it. Spritz it with both colours as much as you want. If you only want partial, like one of my shirts, I've done two here. One of the shirts I've done is fully covered, fully tie-dyed, and the other one I opted to do a pattern on. So if you want more patterns, don't dye the whole shirt, just spritz it where you want the dye to go, and if you want it fully, just completely cover it. After that, you want to wrap up. I recommend wrapping it up in cling film because that way the paint doesn't leak on the floor and it soaks up, well, it doesn't necessarily soak up, but it keeps the paint on there, and then obviously because it's waterproof, it stays, the dye will stay attached to the shirt. And after you've done spritzing your life away, you want to put the shirt in direct sunlight, I would recommend. So I've put mine out on the balcony here. Obviously it's the winter time now, so you just want to put it anywhere that's dry, that you're not going to step on, or any children are going to throw food on it. So you want to put it next to a radiator or whatever, but I would recommend doing it in summer and laying it outside. I find it better. So you want to leave that outside for a few hours in the sun. Sometimes it can take a couple of days depending on how much paint you've applied on there. So, or you could just use a hairdryer to try and dry out the rest of it. It's up to you really, but yeah, once it's all dried you can unwrap it and see your masterpiece. One important bit of this process is I would really recommend, after everything's dried, soaking the shirt in a bowl of water a few times just to get rid of any excess paint or dye that is on the shirt, just so when you actually go to wash it with any clothes you don't dye the rest of your clothes. So keep every few hours, put it in the bowl, rinse it off, and then keep doing that process until the water's clear. So then you know any loose dye has come off the clothes, and then you know the clothes are safe to wear and then to wash with ordinary clothes. But 100% do that. Wash it first. Not wash it, but rinse it off in water in a bowl first, so you know all the excess dye has come off and you don't end up dyeing your wife's bra. But yeah, that is the whole process of dyeing it. It's pretty straightforward, and I think it results in some pretty cool artwork. You could say it's artwork. Pretty cool results on the shirts. And now at the end of the video, I'm going to now show you what these shirts look like. I think these look pretty good, and I'm thinking of painting like footballers on them, like David Beckham and Wayne Rooney. So if you think, at the end of this video, comment down below if you think I should improve these further. But without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the shirts. So here it is, guys. Here's the partial dyeing, the one where I had a technique going. My favourite part is definitely the back here. It looks absolutely beautiful. I love that pattern going down the side. This is the one where I only put a partial bit of paint on. This shirt was in much better condition than the other one. There was a few stains, which I've used the dye to cover up the stains that were on here. So now it looks amazing. What do you guys think? This one is partially printed. There's a lot more ink on the back, but I think that looks really cool. But yeah, I think that one looks amazing. I'm thinking of painting a picture of David Beckham on the front and then adding the name set on the back. I think that will look really cool on this shirt. I think the shirt turns out amazing. It's definitely my favourite of both of them. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this has gone really well? Or do you think it looks stupid? Let me know down in the comments. I won't be offended at either one you pick. But here's some close-ups on screen of the shirt. So the second shirt is a full tie-dye on this one. I will show you now how that one turned out. So as you can see, I got a full tie-dye on this one. This shirt, I fully went with it with the blue, as my red was not thick enough on this one, as you can see. But I kind of like the effect on this one. This shirt was really heavily stained, so I kind of needed to do a full tie-dye on this one. But I think the thing is, I'm definitely with this one. I think I'm going to do a painting of Wayne Rooney on this one, or David Beckham, or another player. I don't know yet, but this will make an amazing backdrop for a player painting on there, I think. But what do you guys think? Do you prefer the full tie-dye or the partial tie-dye? You can obviously fold these up a lot neater and do the traditional tie-dye like this on screen, but that's not what I was going for. I was going for more to cover up those stains, and this one to make a backdrop so I could do a full-on player paint on the front of it. But what do you guys think? Do you guys prefer this one, or do you prefer the other one? Do you prefer the full print? Do you think I should paint on this, or just leave it blank like the way it is now? Let me know down in the comments if you like them. And here's a close-up of the second shirt. So there you go, guys. A very different video. I don't usually do videos like this on the channel. My artwork I usually keep separate for the channel. But if you would like to see more stuff like this, let me know. I'm going to try and do some more painting on shirts, older shirts too, because I'm an artist at the end of the day, so I kind of like doing stuff like this. So let me know down in the comments if you do like this sort of stuff. Really happy to do tutorials and things like this. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hope you subscribe. I hope you liked the video, and if you're new around here, hope you enjoyed as well. But yeah, that was it. That's how to tie-dye football shirts, or just really any shirts in general. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. THFN, peace out.